Greetings, our dear listeners. My name is Bruce from Nemogem, and for those who have not heard of us, Nemogem is a fresh project that aims to be a top returnable NFT marketplace, and which provides users with the benefit of the return policy. With Nemogem, more users are expected to join and experience the game as they would be less hesitant to start investing. And this is our third episode of a podcast talk series. And today our guest is Jin. Hello, Jin.
Hello.
Can you introduce yourself and the project that you're representing?
Sure. My name is Jin. Currently, I'm the CMO of KryptoFighters. KryptoFighters basically is a project. It's an NFT game where players can train, recruit, rent, and lead a team of fighters in an innovative strategic gameplay inspired by Darkest Dungeon. And the game will be launched on Polygon Network. And I myself has a background in performance marketing. So I've been working in top companies, top agencies in Southeast Asia. They're one of the first social media enabler and e-commerce enabler in Southeast Asia.
Nice. So welcome to the podcast of Nemogem. And how are you doing?
I'm doing great, but it seems that the market is not doing that great.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, so can you tell us a bit about the background of your teams on developing crypto fighters in blockchain and NFT gaming?
Sure. So definitely, when it comes to GameFi project, Web3 project, background is one of the most important aspects, right? People are, it's just a make or break. It's what make or break a project. And in our team, we believe that our team is very solid. We have a total of around 25 members. But the three person I want to highlight is firstly our CEO. It's Mr. Jesada. He has 10-year experience in software development. And he has also won numerous game competition awards. The second person is our CPO. His name is, we call him Mr. Nat. He's our CPO and also our game director. And his experience is, he has experience launching AAA game. You guys can check it out. It's called Bounty Brawl. It's already listed in Steam. And he's also a layout supervisor of a animated movie in Netflix called Nine Satra. Yeah, and lastly, the last person that I want to highlight is Mr. Woody. He's a CEO of a company called Multiverse Expert, and we as a Crypto Fighters are partnered with Multiverse Expert. So Multiverse Expert are doing everything regarding the blockchain. So they're helping us writing the smart contract, making sure that we're deployed in Polygon without any problem. And recently, their company, Mr. Woody's company, the Multiverse Expert, has just been acquired by a sub company in Foxconn, which makes them a unicorn company.
Oh, I see. So can you please tell me whose idea, who's the first person that got with the idea of crypto fighter, or is it the idea of more than one person?
Sure. So our CEO here, he already had a lot of passion of wanting to create a game and be an owner of the project since he was young. But then, back in the days, without the Web3, without the blockchain innovative technology, it wasn't easy for an ordinary person, just to create a project, create a game, and launch it, right? Because you gotta have a lot of funds. But then, with the blockchain technology, it was possible because you just have to make a really truly fun, something that looks nice and also something that's up to quality, and you can just raise fund from the public in blockchain.
Yeah.
So our CEO, he was back in the 90s. He played a lot of games, and the game at that time was a lot of them were pixelated. So when the blockchain allowed him to make the game, he got back with his friends that went separate ways. They got back, and then they came up with this 90s style pixelated nostalgic feeling of the game, but blending it with a blockchain technology. So that's how it all started with KryptoFighters.
Yeah, because when I see the gameplay of KryptoFighters, it reminds me of like old school games like Mario, you know. So yeah, it is nostalgic as well when playing
Yeah,
KryptoFighters.
yeah, definitely. It reminds a lot of those, pixelated games back in the 90s.
So do you guys think that there are competitors with your games, like also pixelated and also with the same mechanism of gameplay?
Yeah, I'd say people think a lot, think our game is similar to Axie because we have like four character and it's also turn-based. But then, to be honest, we actually don't think that there are any direct competitor in the market yet. Because of our innovative playstyle, we have a feature called Fighting Spirit, Burnout, and Panic in our game. And that's what differentiate us from other projects. And also, you know, the first version that will be released of the game will be turn-based strategy. But then in the future, with one NFT, you can play multiple games that we release. Okay, so the first version will of course be the turn-based, but then later on there'll also be action adventure version of the game.
Wow.
There might be puzzle version of the game. There might be survival version of the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it will be many games in the same metaverse. Is that true, or is it
Yes.
mini games in the same game?
Yep. It will be a mini game in the same game. So basically, with one NFTs, you will have access to all the games that we release.
Oh, that's nice actually. Okay, I got what you mean. So, can players play your games on mobile phones, or is it a web game?
Yeah, it will be on WebGL. Um, so we will have two type of games. So first, it will be the play to earn version. The play to earn version will be on the web browser, and it will be it will be released first. But then later on, when we balance all the game out, all the mechanics are all set, we'll have the free to play version. And when we have the free to play version, it will be in the mobile application.
Oh, I see. So, what would be the minimum requirement for playing your game? And can you share with us how much do we need to spend to start playing the game and earn the tokens and the resources in the game?
So currently, when we did the first private pre-sale round in our community, the NFT we sold it for 50 USD, and in our game, if you check out the trailer of KryptoFighters, you'll see that you need 4 NFTs to play the game. However, to lower the entry barrier, we made it possible that even if you buy just one NFT, we will provide you with 3 more off-chain fighters so you can play the game. So the startup cost to play the game is just 50 USD. However, in the future, as I mentioned earlier, if in the free-to-play version, it will be completely free. However, but the earning will be different from the play-to-earn version, just to be fair for people who bought the NFT and invested in our project.
Oh, I see. So, can you share with us the state of your community right now and how many people are there in your community? And, in this hard period of time, I know it's the bear market, right? So, does it affect your game as well?
Yeah, so just to answer the first question first, our community currently, the number of our community is 15,000 members, and we are growing constantly. I remember last time we had a meeting with Nemogem. It wasn't this number,
Yep.
but recently we just partner up with multiple guilds, multiple projects, and we have a big idea, big event coming up. That's why we partner up with multiple projects. For the second question, yeah, I think the current market situation, we think that it affects the Web3 overall. However, with our project, I think there's not much significant to it because we believe that if we make a truly fun game that's up to standard of Web2 games, and we release it in Web3, which is the trend that Web3 games are moving towards to.
Yeah.
We believe that there wouldn't be any problem.
I see. So you talk about a big project in coming up next, right? So can you please share like a bit of a sneak peek for our listeners?
Yeah, sure. Um, so basically, the reason why we partner up with you know 32 partners in just 1 month is because we have this idea of once we release our game version, the alpha version. After we check that, which we check that there's a lot of users, and the game balancing is good, we will have some kind of esports tournament between each guild, and which guilds are coming on top of each other, and then we will have some kind of reward.
Nice. So do you partner up with some kind of tournament platform, like the projects that could help you to organize a tournament, or do you do it yourself?
We will do it ourselves because we also have our game demo competition in our own Discord, and it went well. So, and also we believe that our dev team is strong. So with some tweaks to the game, we can set up the leaderboard system for each guild, and then we can see who's coming up on top.
Oh, nice. I'm really looking forward to your tournaments in the future. And so, could you share a bit more detailed about the game modes that are available to date in your KryptoFighters?
Sure. So the game mode right now, there'll be in the alpha version, it will be adventure mode. So basically, players they run around our city, which is called Cryptopolis, and they fight against enemy. However, once we release the alpha version, there'll also be event. But you guys need to tune in for the event. I can't talk much about the event, otherwise there'll be spoilers, and then I think my team won't be happy with me spoiling too much.
Sure.
So after the balancing and everything good, we will release the PvP, because we believe that in the PvP version, people they'll interact with each other. So they'll be like buffing against each other, taunting each other, and we believe that that will spice up the game even more.
Nice. So, can you share with us more about your game's NFT? How many types of NFTs are there in KryptoFighters?
Yeah, so the thing unique about our NFT is it's truly unique. So no single NFT in our game will be the same. We have a lot of classes and a lot of piece. To be exact, we have 5 varieties. There'll be common, superior, rare, epic, and legendary. And then we will have 6 stats. And then we have 128 skills and 38 abilities, which all of this will be randomly generated among mint.
That's quite impressive. Wow. So, can you share with us about the daily earn of one player? If they, how long would they have to spend to play your game and get the maximum earn of one day?
For just because we want to make a game that's truly sustainable, and we are not that focused on making market the game as high earning game, and we want the game to be more towards the game in Web 2. So the earning in our games, you have to truly be good. You have to really be good at the game to be able to earn at the maximum rate. Yeah, and because actually pinpoint or calculate how much people can earn, because it just depends on how good you are at the game. But if you're good, I'd say with around 1 or 3 months, depends on the token price, of course, you'll be able to have your return on investment.
So, is there any tutorial before you play the game, or any kind of videos that could show you how to play and what to do in the game?
Yeah, sure. You can check out, the trailers in YouTube. You can go check it out in Crypto Fighters official, or you can also, if you have any questions, you can ask it us in our Discord at Crypto Fighters, or you can try out our game demo version of the game. We also release that out in Discord. So even before you start playing the game, people can try our demo, see how it is. And if they have any questions, just feel free to create a ticket and ask our mods in our Discord server.
Yeah, perfect. So, this may be the last question. So, do you consider yourself a good player in Crypto Fighters? So, do you play Crypto Fighters?
Yeah, I do play Crypto Fighters. We have like a testing session of the game every week just to see if there's any bugs or what improvement can be done to the great game. But our game design keep coming up with new stages, something that's more challenging and hard. And to be honest, I pretty much suck at the game compared to other people in our company.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, it takes time though.
Yeah, yeah,
But are you a gamer? Are you a hardcore gamer?
yeah. Actually, I'm a hardcore gamer. Even if you want to be in a game industry, you gotta be a gamer, or you gotta have that passion, right? And since I was young, I played too much game, I would say, because my parents wasn't happy with me. And even now, I play a lot of games. Games like League of Legends. That's my favorite.
Mm, totally agree. Because yeah, we have to have some kind of passion and interest in the game, to work in this industry, right?
Yes,
So
definitely.
I think that's pretty much all for today. So thank you, Jin, for taking the time to attend today's podcast with Nemogem. And I'm very happy to have you here in this episode. And I hope that Crypto Fighters will have more and more success in the coming time. And along with Nemogem, we would make the GameFi more interesting and accessible for players. So do you have
Thank you.
anything to talk and to send to our listeners?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Crypto Fighters is a project about people who had passion of games, and they got together. They want to create a truly sustainable game that's here to last long, not just short-term game, and a game that's truly fun also. If you guys like, street style or 2D pixelated style design back in the 90s, feel free to check it out. Check it out in our social media, or our Facebook page is at Crypto Fighters official, or also our Twitter, and our Discord. You can also join at Crypto Fighters. It's Crypto Fighter with a K. Yeah, and we're trying to make a really truly fun and sustainable game. We are constantly improving. If you have any feedbacks with the game, just feel free to drop us suggestions, and we'll take a look.
Thank you, Jin. I really appreciate that. And dear listeners, thank you for listening. And if you have any questions or comments, please note them down and send them to us. I hope you have learned something interesting about Nemogem and Crypto Fighters in this episode. So goodbye and see you guys soon. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.